Good morning. How are you guys? Having my morning coffee. And just had a cookie. Here are the crumbs to that evidence of the cookie. And hubby just got back in. He had got us some coffee cream and some salad mix for me. And what else did hubby pick up? Some noodles for the kids. And of course for him, because I know he's gonna eat some noodles. I have to avoid them. What else? What are you making, babe? What are you eating for breakfast?
Trying to fix myself. I was trying to fix myself a cucumber sandwich, but apparently the kids
Oh, yeah. Hubby thought we had some cucumbers left. We don't. Yeah, we don't have any cucumbers. And the zucchinis are outside growing. They're not big enough to. I mean, you could slice them, but they're not, like ready yet. I wonder if that melon is honeydew. We have a honeydew growing outside. I'm curious if it's ready to eat. Or how soon will it be ready? I'll take you guys out there so y'all can see it. The kids are still sleeping. Ouch. I feel like something bit my hand. Ooh. Anyway. Yeah, the kids are still sleeping. And what's going on today? Today is Monday. Do you know if it's gonna storm? I don't even know what the weather report's gonna be. It's been raining for the past few days. We had a storm come through. It wasn't a major storm, but we had a lot of wind. We had rain, a lot of rain. We had hail even. And like our lights went out for about 3 hours. And I got to the point where I just got tired of sitting in here in the living room, just, waiting for everything to come back on. I just went and got into bed, dozed off, and by the time I woke up, the lights popped right back on. Yeah. So I'm so glad about that, because I don't know. It is just, I don't know. It's kind of hard not having electricity and anything. No, nothing, right? I mean, for you, you can read a book, but I don't have any books to read. I don't have any magazines. No, I'm just saying, like, being without the lights and everything, no Wi-Fi, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would have been fine anyway because I could have just had my tablet that was fully stored, so I could listen to stories and play games on my tablet. I would have been good to go anyway.
Yeah, see, yeah, hubby, he had it made, and the kids, I guess they have, I don't know what they would have done. I don't know. So, yeah. I'm thinking about doing the apple cider vinegar challenge with one of my subscribers. I'm not making any promises. But I'm gonna do it for, as long as I can. Because I used to do it where you drink the apple cider vinegar and it helps with weight loss and, so many other things. But the apple cider vinegar, hubby picked me some up today. So I'm going to have a little bit of that later. The only thing is, I wish I would have told my hubby to pick up some straws, some big fat straws, so that way I can make myself like a lemonade with it. But either way, I'm just going to try to get in some apple cider vinegar today, maybe twice a day. I'm going to have some after lunch, then I'll have some in the evening before I go to bed, because it actually works. Babe, are you still taking apple cider vinegar?
No, I haven't in a while.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do it. I got invited to do a challenge yesterday.
You got invited to a challenge?
Yeah. Do like a challenge, apple cider vinegar challenge. Because it helps, huh?
That's like good luck.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not doing that great myself. I may as well join somebody. Maybe I'll have better luck. So I'll probably do that. Why not? Yeah. So anyway, oh, get your apple on.
Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Apples are better when you cut them. You want a piece?
Yeah. Mm-mm. But I have been eating more apples lately. Yeah, trying to get my apples on, because an apple a day keeps the doctors away. That's what they say.
What do you say?
Go what they say. Yeah, I'm bloated, y'all. I'm bloated. I don't look bloated. I feel bloated. I don't feel as bloated as I did yesterday. Yeah, you're right.
Whenever you have the tendency to say something bad about yourself, you need to say, I'm fine, y'all. I'm fine. 6 months, you will turn that around. Like, I'm fine, y'all. I'm fine. You gotta believe it.
Yeah.
That attitude.
I'm fine.
Can't help you with that.
No. You know, ever since I realized that all that fat, eating that peanut butter contributed to all my body fat, I stopped. You know, I don't eat that much peanut butter anymore. And when I realized that it was giving me arthritis pains years ago. Remember I told you that? I found out that when I was eating all that peanut butter, because I used to go through a whole container of peanut butter within a week.
2 spoons. 2 spoons for an apple.
Yeah, per apple with 2 heaps. And I was overdoing it, and I formed like this allergen or whatever. But they say that it can happen. And I used to have this pain, like my shoulder, my neck, my head. It was just, I don't know, it was so.
Peanuts will jack you up.
Yeah, and come to find out, it was nuts and peanut butter is what the doctor was saying that was the common denominator. So I had to stop, and ever since I stopped, I don't have those issues anymore. That was years ago. And then all that fat in my stomach.
My daughter had the migraines.
And Jordan used to have a peanut allergy too. She had headaches, and we didn't know what was going on. Migraines, not just regular headaches.
Yeah, migraines.
Migraines.
Debilitating migraines.
Yeah, to the point where her eyes would run, the water would come out, and it would just get a red eye. And so, but we never made the connection until years later. I did. But the doctors, we took her to specialists, and she had an MRI done and all kinds of stuff. It was scary. You just don't know what we were thinking.
Cancer? Thought maybe it was cancer?
Yeah, we did. And so after years, I started realizing I was having these pains, and I kept trying to figure out. Hubby always used to say, write down, keep a food diary. He used to tell me that. And one day I finally did it. I realized I started doing some research, and I found out, I typed in like peanut allergies or symptoms from too much peanuts or something. It was something like that. And I came across this doctor, and it was 2 doctors, and they were talking about what their patients that were having the same symptoms, and some of the symptoms that were related similar to mine. And basically they were saying that the common denominator, and it was something I read too, and that the common denominator was too much. They were eating peanut butter or peanuts. It was some kind of nuts, but most of the time it was peanut butter. And I was like, oh my God, that's what it was all this time. And you'd think that doctors would have made that connection back then, right? With a peanut allergy? Because common peanut allergies are common. I mean, you know what I mean. It's not something that, not common in everyday people, but it was known to.
About, like, when people say I have a peanut allergy, normally they can't breathe, so it's a buildup over time. Like, I wouldn't call it. I don't know if given the headaches, I don't know if you would call that an allergy, because the reaction is not immediate. It's a buildup over time with what Jordan, what you have.
Yeah, but still.
But some people have nut allergies. They just breathe in dust from nuts.
Yeah.
But
we didn't have that kind. Up. But we had an allergy. So what I'm saying is,
I don't know if you would call that an allergy. I don't know.
Whatever it is, it was enough to be noted, for people to be concerned. Like if they are having those issues, then look at your diet. There may be some foods that are triggering it. And that's true enough what it was. And because Jordan, that's all she would eat was peanut butter sandwiches every single day for pre-K and was it kindergarten. That's all she wanted to take for lunch, peanut butter sandwiches. And just like
literally,
me,
that's all she
that's
wanted.
all she wanted. We couldn't fix it. She didn't like bologna. At the time we used to eat meat, she didn't like sandwich meat. She didn't like.
Want jelly on it? Plain.
Yeah.
Plain peanut butter.
Just plain. She
sandwich,
loved
white
it.
bread every day.
And so we were like, okay, well, peanut butter is kind of healthy, you know. It's got your fats, your proteins. It's got, you know. And so the doctor's like, it's okay, she can eat that. And so, but they never thought to. You think that somebody would have noted that? You think? And I did years
Thank
later
God for the internet
because it
and
affected
YouTube.
me. Yeah, thank God for the internet and YouTube. And so, yeah. But that's what it was, and no more of that. And then ever since, like, you know, before I had, because I felt like all of a sudden I had all that, my stomach just blew up with body fat. Like I had so much stomach fat before I had my tummy tuck. And even though I've gained weight, my stomach is still pretty good and tight, and I don't have, it doesn't look nowhere near how it looked before I had my tummy tuck, so thank God. But I'm telling you, I think all that peanut butter I ate really contributed to my weight gain, my belly fat, babe. And then that's when I started, like, trying to count my fats and things like that. But really, once I cut out peanut butter, that helped. Because peanut butter, you'd be amazed of how much fat is. Let me go get the jar so I can look at it. And this is just a great value brand here. It says 15 grams of fat. 15 grams of fat. That's a lot of fat. And then calories, 180 calories per 2 tablespoons. Excuse me. So 2 tablespoons has 180 calories. And then 30 grams of fat, you know, per 2 tablespoons, right? No. However, that's a lot. And I was eating one of these. Gosh, I would just say this size I would eat in 2 weeks by myself. But the smaller jars, I would go through it in a week. And anyway, enough of the peanut butter. Where's my coffee? Let me reheat my coffee. I went out to the garden yesterday. Hubby did too. He picked some tomatoes. We're able to get tomatoes every day from our garden. And let me show you some of our stuff that we do get from the garden. We got some okra, we got tomatillas, and these are the little grape tomatoes. And it's the okra. It looks really pretty. So I'll probably, I think for the okra today, what I'll do is slice it and get it ready for like a soup. I think I'm gonna have a soup. Make some soup today and have a salad. Soup and salad. I think that's what I'm gonna make today. And then I'm gonna do my apple cider vinegar challenge because, you know, I'm trying to do the challenge today. Burn some body fat and,
Oh, this coffee's so good.
yeah. Hubby says I make some really good coffee, don't you, baby?
To the point where I don't want to fix my own anymore.
I'm spoiling you rotten, baby. All my flowers have died, y'all. I tried to hold on to them, but, you know, and I tried to see if they would dry naturally, and so I just kind of kept separating them. Now I'm down to 4 over here, and they just aren't working, so I'm going to have to put these in the compost. But this rose still looks pretty. I wonder if it's going to dry. Let me see. Some parts of it, you can hear the crisp in it, but look how pretty it is, babe.
These two fools. I'm sorry. Hold on for a
What's
second.
wrong? I'm gonna throw these away though.
This dude has a gun and they.
That is crazy. People are just I don't know what they're thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw these flowers away. My flowers. I told my husband he's gonna have to start buying me more flowers because I've turned into a flower woman. I was never really into flowers, but now I am. And look at these. These are some of my favorite ones. And look at they are dying. They really are. Like, they're not drying as pretty as I thought they were gonna dry. I need to get some silica gel, because silica gel is what you want when you want to dry flowers and have the, you know, you want to preserve them. So I need to go to a craft store and buy some silica gel. That's still pretty. Because I do have some dried flowers. I'll show them to you. And some of them dry pretty good, certain kind. Let me show you these naturally, you know. Hold on. They're getting tangled up. Like these here, they just, poor thing, they just sad. They did not dry good. These, I'm surprised they still look as good as they do. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna survive. I mean, of course we know they're not gonna survive, but you know what I mean? They're not gonna dry well. But these right here, these white ones, it looks like I'll be holding on to these for a while. And so I think what I'll start doing, you know, is like when we do go to a grocery store, the types of flowers to keep or to, you know, the ones that I tend to really go for anyway are the ones that are more like weeds. They tend to grow or preserve well. Okay, it is just getting caught up in here. I can't get it out. Okay, hold on. Here we go. These right here. Look how pretty. How pretty. The simple. These right here, baby. These are growing really good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they dried really good. That's what I'm trying to say. So, like when you go look for some flowers for me, you know what I like.
I'm telling you, you need to get with your daughter. She's the flower dehydrator. The way that she had those rose.
Well, I know, but she was saying she don't really know how to do it. I asked her, but the thing is, she knows how to cut them and do it. I don't want them cut. I want to, like these right here. These are dried flowers I got from my garden, and I forget the name of these. They still smell pretty. These are another name I think is called paprika flower. So I got 2 of these. I just stuck them in here. They didn't dry that great, but let me show you. Okay, let me turn y'all around. So these right here, from what I remember, I want to say these came from an arrangement for my brother's funeral from years ago, and I still have them. These purple ones, and they just still stayed looking pretty. I still have some over here too. And they're just kind of mixed in. I broke them up, and they're mixed in here. Okay, and then these, like I said, they came from the backyard. I should have gotten them before they turned brown, but when I picked them from outside, they were already starting to get, have that discolors. And next time, right now I'm waiting on some more to bloom. They're what do you call it? Seasonal flowers. What do you call those?
Perennials?
Not perennials, but annuals. Yeah, these are annuals. So I don't know if they're gonna last, with the conditions, throughout the fall. They shouldn't anyway. Then all this stuff I got from like the dollar store, but I thought they were so pretty, and I put them in here. Okay, and then these came from the bouquet that my hubby got me.
Whenever I get you some flowers, so I know it's.
I gotta start doing what?
Gushing. Oh my God, it's so awful. Just like this. Look, Kim, look. Do it with me.
Yeah, then that lets you know that I really appreciate it. No. Because hubby, he didn't think I was really into flowers, because I wasn't. I never was into flowers.
I noticed that the first time I brought you some roses, that was a misfire if there ever was one.
Yeah.
I learned really quickly that candy and food was the way to your heart.
That was. Candy and food.
That's why we ate out all the time. Like, oh,
yeah,
she's happy when I do that. Mm-hmm. And she wasn't mean about it. You could just tell she wasn't into flowers.
I just wasn't. And you bought me some roses. That was, we were in our 20s. How old were we when we met? Was our
20? I was 20, you were 22.
22 and you were 20. Yeah, gosh, we've been together for a long time.
Some years.
Excuse me.
We have been
Some
together
years.
For some years.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It doesn't feel like it's that long though. I mean,
It
sometimes
feels,
it does, and
feels
then
like no time and forever at the same time.
yeah, I can't explain
Like, not
it.
forever in a bad way. It's just
No.
like you've, like, I can't imagine
Different phases.
like you not being around. Like you've just been a constant in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't. When you say 26 years, it doesn't feel like it's weird. Like that's a. It's
doesn't.
over. It's over half. Still over half of our life.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I've spent more time with
Wow.
you than I have living with my parents.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
That is crazy.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's like we've made a life together for longer
Then you've
than
been.
me living here at home, even while I was
Yeah.
at college.
Oh yeah,
staying
that's
here.
yeah. I can see what you're saying. Yeah. Yep. That is crazy. Wow. Time. All right. I'm gonna have to. I'm still trying to see what these are gonna do. It's all about flowers today. You gonna have to turn what, babe?
This light.
Oh, I don't see how you work in the dark.
I've noticed that when I work on the computer,
Mm-hmm.
daylight like this with a little bit of darkness is great.
Yeah.
Too much light, because I've got this light coming at me all day, it hurts my eyes after a while.
Yeah.
So I like having things kind of, or like at night, just having this lamp on,
Uh-huh.
not the big light, but just the lamp.
Yeah.
That's the perfect type of lighting for me.
Okay. Well, at
That's
least
why
you got this
when I used to work
window.
at the newspaper, I brought my little table lamp,
Yeah.
and I
So you could turn
turned that
off.
on instead of having the big light on. You know what I'm saying? In the office, I would just turn that little light on at night, have the monitor, and it was perfect.
Perfect.
Straight
I
as
like
the
lots of
eyes.
light. Like our kitchen. I'm excited because the kitchen is going to get painted very soon.
I don't know why I volunteered myself.
Very
for that.
soon. I'm so excited. And it's going to be white. 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 White.
A shade of white.
A shade of white. It is going to be white. I mean, it's going to be white. Like, I don't know
What's
what
the name
kind
the
of.
white?
It is called. What is that shade?
Look, gotta put your hand on your chest.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is
Ah,
the white?
The white
the
that I want. Rich people white.
Oh, God. I forget the name of the doggone white. It's a certain type of white. But it's really pure white, and it's gonna brighten up the kitchen. Cause this color, when we painted it, it did not turn out the color that we imagined. What I imagined, it turned out so dark. It was supposed to be a softer color, way softer, but it just, I don't know, just got so dark. And so with our kitchen, I want white. I want to go totally extreme to dramatic onto the other side of town, you know. And then the cabinets, I don't want the doors put back on. I know we probably need some new cabinets, but I don't care. Anything would be better. So if we paint the cabinets white and then have the white walls, that's gonna look good. That's gonna be Gucci, baby. And that's all I want, Gucci. Anything other than this orange, because I can't stand it. It just drives me nuts. And then I know I hated it when you remember when you finished painting. I was like, I do not like it, but I'm like, well, we'll live with it. So we've been living with it for how many years? A long time. And so yeah. And now I just want white. And but it's a certain shade of white. The undertones we just gotta pick, and there's so many shades of white, and so I just gotta make sure I don't get anything that's you know, that's gonna be, what is it, too cold, I just want a modern look for the kitchen. Very modern, clean looking. That's what I want. And when I cook in there and when I film in there and stuff, because I'm always in the kitchen, it'll just be brighter and stuff. So that's what I want. Yeah. And hubby's gonna paint. We're gonna paint the cabinets together. Thinking about.
I lied. We're not gonna do that.
Hubby told me he
No, I
lied.
lied.
You lied to me, baby.
Yeah,
Don't be lying to me.
I lied. We're not doing any of that.
You can't be lying to me, baby.
We're not doing any of that.
Or I'll just go and pick the paint and paint it myself.
You
Then.
pick it all you want. You ain't painting nothing.
Hubby is not gonna want me to paint by myself. You will be cause he's such a perfectionist to a point.
Well, you did a pretty good job on the cabinets in the bathroom.
Yeah, I did a good job on the cabinets in the
Said
bathroom.
Pretty good job.
Oh,
Pretty.
pretty good job. Well,
good
I'm
job.
surprised you even amount. You didn't mind me doing it. Like usually he'll have something to say. He really don't want me to do it, and he just you put your foot down and you be like, no. Mm-mm.
Because you don't like to listen to how it needs to be done. You just want to do your
He said I don't like to listen to how it needs to be done.
Right.
I do listen. What are you talking about?
Kind of. You think you do, not really.
I do. What are you talking about? I do be listening to you. So, but anyway, guys, for the kitchen, we're gonna pick out a paint. But that color that I want comes in Benjamin Moore, I think. I think that's what they said, Benjamin Moore, and it's gonna be pretty expensive. So we ain't gonna be buying that paint. I think that paint is like $80 to $100 a can, and we ain't buying it. But I want to get something close to it. So the paint that we do like that Lowe's carry, what is it called now? It used to be Olympic years ago, and now they changed. Well, they have a newer paint that we've been buying from them. Do you remember the name of that paint? I forgot the name of it. Hold on, let me see. Do we even
I
have?
like the can that white that picks it off the outside of the house.
The what now? I don't even see it in here. But anyway, the paint that we're gonna get is it was about $30 to about $25 a can, which is not bad. I think it's the cheapest they have, right? At Lowe's,
Yeah, it's like $30.
about $30. Yeah, hopefully it's not more than that.
I mean, unless they raise price.
But we did get it on sale when we bought it that time. Hopefully.
We thought we had it on. They had it on.
The
sale,
guy was
but
trying to.
Then we had to argue him down and give us the sale price.
Because the guy was in the wrong, because it was on sale. They just didn't want to give it to us. Because they were trying to say it wasn't eggshell finish. And I'm like, what? Because, we want I want a flatter finish for the kitchen. Eggshell. And what else did I say we were going to do? For the cabinets, I want to do, probably going to do a chalk paint for the cabinets. I don't know. We'll see. Chalk paint's kind of expensive, though, isn't it?
I don't know how else you're gonna paint the cabinets.
We have
You
to
either
strip
spend the
it.
money on the chalk paint, or you spend the money on all
Yeah,
the stuff you
on
need to
everything
strip
else.
the paint.
You're
So
right. So we're probably
might
gonna do a
as well
chalk
do
paint, which I want. I don't mind, and I want a white for the cabinets. I don't want anything that's too beigey or anything like that. I just want white. I want a modern look for cheap. I want it, because you can do a lot to your home with paint. You don't have to go spend a whole lot of money, and you can still give you that feeling that you want, and we're not trying to spend money, for what? We don't have to. I mean, I would love to, but it'll just, right now, spending money in a pandemic is just crazy. I mean, because these are uncertain times. We don't know what may go on. So, I want to, but it would just be foolish.
Don't be foolish.
And we're not at that age anymore to be making foolish
Don't be foolish.
decisions.
Y'all.
I mean, we were foolish in the
Don't be
beginning.
foolish. Don't be foolish.
Don't be foolish.
Don't be foolish.
But yeah, I mean, you go through your foolish stage, but we're, almost 50 years old, and it's like, okay, we don't have to be,
Some of us are almost. Not all of us.
Baby, what are you talking about? You close to
Some
it?
of us are a little bit
How old are you,
closer
babe?
than the other.
How old are you?
46.
46? And I was 48.
My best friend just turned 50.
Yeah, he just
I
turned
asked
50.
him how it felt, and he said, liberating. He said this whole entire time he felt old, you know, like he was realizing he was becoming old. But now that he's 50, he feels that he feels like he's at the beginning of being old, so he feels young again.
Oh.
Right?
Oh,
See,
yeah,
so it's like
that's true.
everyone's like, oh, when you turn
You're
50,
a
you
newbie.
become old. But now that he's 50, he's at the beginning of being old.
Yeah.
He's a newbie at old, so he feels young again.
I like that. He's a newbie at being old. Yeah, that's about right.
I'm like,
I gotta get this
didn't think
dust
about
up.
it like that.
Yeah. So
Once
you get
cross
to.
that threshold, you're like, oh, yeah, that's great.
That's all right. I like that. That's a good way to look at it. That is a good way to look at it. I'm washing towels. Oh, the towels are dry. That's good. What's wrong? My flower petals. What do you call that stuff? That's inside of the flower. Hold on. It's all over the pollen. Flower pollen stuff. I gotta get this up. Whoops. Oh, excuse me.
I thought they had a correction for the magazine. Like, we that puppy is safe.
Yeah. Yeah, so, all right, now figure out what else I gotta wash today. I'm done with that. Glad I got that done early, that load and all. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go because this vlog, I think, has been long enough. Oh my gosh, 28 minutes and 15 seconds. All right, guys, I thank y'all for watching the vlog for today. If you like the vlog, just hit the thumbs up, and we will see you tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. Bye.